overshot that bend a little bit. I'm not used to the short scale. So I have here a little Squier Mini Strat, and it's red, which of course is a cool color for a guitar. Hardtail and top loader. 3 single coil pickups. They look standard size, and the bridge feels about standard size. Maybe slightly closer together, like import kind of thing. But 3-way switch for the pickups, 1 volume, 1 tone, and maple neck with rosewood board, and 20 frets. So, not even 21. Which would be like more vintage, and then they went to the 22. And I know some people with Strats are like, wow, 22 frets doesn't belong on a Strat, rah. Whatever. 20 frets, so we even have 1 less. So it's like more, less Strat. I don't know. It plays really well. The neck feels great. The shorter scale takes a little getting used to. What I did was I put slightly thicker gauge strings on it than I normally would, so that the shorter scale I could still tune to E. And the strings are, you know, feel fine, slinky, the way that I like them. And I love it. It's really cool. It's a fun little guitar. And it would be like no problem, you know, bringing this like a travel type thing to kind of just mess around with. And, of course, shorter scale, but it's still certainly big enough to be able to practice whatever. And I have no real issues with it. The body is thinner than a normal Strat, which is fine. It keeps it even more lightweight, more compact. The tuners, at least on this one, are there's a couple that seem to jump a little bit, so they're not like a perfectly smooth tuning. They feel smooth when you turn them, but I mean like tuning, so you tune it up and it goes like, and then kind of jumps. It's not a nice smooth tuning up or tuning strings down, whatever. And there was one tuner that seems a little slippy. It tunes and all, but it seems like you start to turn it and nothing happens, and then it kind of catches and tunes and tightens or loosens the string. But whatever. You can tune it and it holds a tune, and you know, holds the strings in tune and all of that, so that's fine. And if you really bothered you, you could replace them. And also the tuners seem like a very low gear ratio, so it's really hard to kind of fine tune because you turn the knob a tiny bit and it seems to tighten or loosen the string a lot, like much more proportionally than I'm used to. But you could definitely upgrade. They look exactly like full-size tuners. So, but anyway, so how does it sound? So that is the bridge pickup. Actually, you know what? I'm going to turn tone and volume all the way up. Okay, the next slot. Bridge in middle. Then just the middle. And then middle and neck. And then neck. I don't think the amp I'm using is great for clean stuff. So if I knock the volume down to like 8, then we don't get that initial spike. And you can kind of hear, I think, how they sound a little bit better. And it knocks a little bit of the kind of ear-piercing highs out of the amp sound. It's just a cheap transistor amp. So that's the neck and bridge, neck and middle. Middle. Middle and bridge. And then bridge. So the bridge pickup seems overly bright, but then again, it's a Strat. The in-between pickups on this actually sound really good. And then the neck and middle. And I'm not used to the middle pickup being close to the strings like it would normally be. I usually screw it way down because the pick keeps hitting the middle pickup. But it sounds great. It's a really cool guitar. You could replace the tuners if it bothered you. And another issue, not really an issue, but the output jack is one of those like flush barrel jack, flush mount barrel jack kind of things. And they always seem to go bad. I don't know. I'm always repairing them for people. And you have to order them and they're like $8 or $11 to order them. Just the regular jack, like every other guitar in existence, the open kind of jack, output jack is like $1.99 or something, and I have, I think, a dozen of them downstairs. So that's one issue. Like, too bad they didn't just have a jack plate. But you know what? If you bought this, you could get probably one of those like oval football jacks, jack plates, and just replace it with one of those. So how does this sound distorted? So where is the distortion button on this amp? There we are. And that's the bridge. And then the bridge pickup in the middle, hum canceling, nice. Middle and neck. And then neck. So, it sounds cool distorted. I like that. The pickups seem a little sterile. But again, if you got this guitar and really dug it and liked it, you could upgrade the pickups. There's plenty of inexpensive options out there that sound great. So, that's what we got here. The little Squier Strat Mini. It's pretty cool. that's what it is. I think the rhythm for the chords at the beginning that I was playing was slightly off, but whatever.